Hello, 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 folks. I am Goat. Welcome back to Warframe. Now we're going to talk about melees. And again, it's been like a hot fucking minute since I really talked about weapons that I'm using, right? So first into this list is the Tenet Agendas. Good old sword and board, technically hammer and shield. You're going to see a lot of commonalities going on here, okay? A lot. The Riven, plus to Grenier, minus to impact, plus to critical chance. Like, really nothing bad about that. Is the Riven necessary in any goddamn way? Absolutely not. Truthfully, you don't even need an amalgam organ shatter, okay? Like, you can just come over here and put, galvanized elementalist on here. Instead of reflex. Reflex is nice because you keep combo. Heavy attack efficiency. Well, we've got Disciples merits. We don't really need that. So, I mean, here, like, we're going to play with the build and then just show it. Because guess what? Almost all of these are going to be melee influence. So if that is something that you don't like, there you go. And then if you really want to get funny with it, instead of galvanized reflex, you can quite literally just do blood rush. Okay? So you can build up a whole bunch of combo and then unleash it on a motherfucker. But Prime Fury, in my opinion, is one of those things you kind of want. If you don't do Fury, like, you take Prime Fury off and the melee speed sucks. Okay, it really, really sucks asshole. And swallows. So personally, I like Fury. Yes, it's going to cost you range. So, like, if you're going to go for a Riven, maybe taking something with range on it might help. If you don't have a Riven, then put range on it to help melee influence reach out and touch someone even more. But in general, I mean, it's just kind of a thing, right? Like, we're just going to go through and play whack-a-motherfucker. Nobody likes it. They're all dead. Good time. That's what it does. Standard agendas. Next, Kodemeyer. Kodemeyer is an interesting one. I showed this one. There is a beautiful little slam build for this. It is a gas slam because this thing has heat progenitor damage on it, plus toxin. Guess what that makes? Gas. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what we're going for. Just gas. Like, they were all dead before I started, but why not? It works. Works just fine. Codopathicist. Now, I do have a Riven for the Pathicist. It has electricity, it has critical damage, and it has heavy attack efficiency. The heavy attack efficiency means dick. Now, there's ways to go about this, okay? You do not need Killing Blow nor Amalgam Organ Shatter. Volatile Quick Return is kind of the staple for everything. You don't need the other two. It does help because the Path Assist is very slow throwing the damn thing. But aside from that, this is pretty much just a straightforward, I'm going to shocky monkey the shit out of your stupid asses. And whoever doesn't die gets fucked up by a bunch of little maggots. 2 throws, have a nice day, right? Works. The Serrata. Now, the Serrata is going to look less impressive. Okay? Just honest. The Serrata is the toxin base, right? So it does toxin when you make it blow up. So that means that you're obviously not going to go for a melee influence build because you're going to have to build into some other damage type that doesn't have toxin in it. And then, or that doesn't have electricity in it, and then apply electricity and then melee influence. And then your electricity is going to be fighting with that damage and you're going to lose modding space. The Riven that I have really makes a bit of a difference for this weapon because it already has toxin on it and it has critical chance. It's a no-neg. It doesn't matter. It's a really crappy disposition anyway. So just a straight viral melee animosity build. Now, the way melee animosity works with glaives is that you actually have to directly hit an enemy with the glaive. Okay? So you see up at the top, it's slowly building, right? We're 210%. We're just building the stacks. Almost there. 420%. And then you throw it and blow it up. Now, with armored enemies, Toxin doesn't seem that good, right? Toxin kind of seems a little wasteful. And again, these are heavy armored enemies that I'm hitting with Toxin procs and still fucking their day up because the viral is obviously putting in its work. And I'm not letting melee animosity stack up. I'm just basically trying to clear them at this point. Now see, with somebody like Lavos, I actually could do melee influence on top of having the viral. And the reason I could is because I could just constantly be casting electricity damage, and then that would imbue on the weapon, and then melee influence would trigger off of that. Okay? Now, here's the funny thing. Let's just use Wisp. We'll take the Serrata on that same build. Okay, and then we'll come over to Wisp. This is where this comes in a little bit more interesting. Okay? Because if you're in a position of, let's say, armor stripping some motherfuckers, all of a sudden these heavy gunners don't look all that fucking scary because the Toxin proc is just nailing them directly to health. So the Serrata, albeit some people shit all over this thing because it does pure Toxin damage and it's a glaive, so its explosive function is for, you know, Toxin, that tends to piss some people off. You just got to use it in the right circumstances, all I'm saying. The Serrata is actually quite powerful if you use it in its correct function. So the dual Vicus or Vicis or whatever the hell this thing is. No Riven, pretty straightforward what the fuck we've been seeing for everything else on melee influence. Got some range, you know, it's got decent speed. It's a good time, right? It's gas electric. So let's just go fuck some bitches up. Anybody surviving? A couple. Oh, I waited. Oh well. They're all dead. Again, I know. Melee influence is melee influence. This is the controversial step, right? This is the controversial step. Here we are at the Falcor. Now this is an interesting one, right? So the Falcor has a very slow attack speed. It's a pure electric glaive like the Zorus. It's charged through, its range is 9 meters. Okay? 9 fucking meters. Of just electric boom. That's what it does. This is a dojo glaive. And see, I talk about it all the time. Dojo glaives, don't shit on them just because they're from the dojo. So like, look at this attack speed. Even with killing blow and amalgamors and shatter. This is the big negative. Really? You're going to give me some survivors, huh? Yeah. The negative to the Falcor is its attack speed. Aside from that, the Falcor, since melee influence has dropped, has been nothing short of being very good. Glaive Prime, bro, I don't even need to talk about the Glaive Prime. Glaive Prime's really fucking good. Alucard Wraith is another melee influence setup. It's nowhere near as powerful, but it works just fine. So if you don't have the Falcor and you've got the Zorus, if you've done the Deadlock Protocol, you've got the Zorus, which is always going to outperform this anyway. But this works just fine. And funny enough, you'll notice no Killing Blow, no Amalgam Organ Shatter. This still works. Okay. The Ceramic Dagger. Now, there's a couple ways to go about the Ceramic Dagger. Obviously, there used to be a stat stick function behind it, but really no point. What the fuck? Don't know why that's a thing. Hmm? Hmm? Oh, because I did it. So my Riven is still busted. Not amazing, but it's pretty damn good. Obviously, melee influence. Range, speed, lots of crit. Now, this is the only place I run this weapon is on Kalervo. Now, normally I would show Kalervo, but like I said, I don't see a need to truly, you know, showcase everything that I'm doing. With the frames that I normally go with. I would rather show you just the weapon by itself with no realistic buffs unless there's a need for it. Yeah, everybody's dead. But yeah, with Kalervo, it's really good. Ceramic Dagger is probably, in my personal opinion, may be wrong, like one of the best weapons for Kalervo. The dual Ichor, whatever the hell you want to call these. Okay, again, you can go melee influence. Sorry. No. Is it melee exposure I've been running? Corrosive damage, melee strength. No, fuck off. Melee animosity. Sorry. I don't know why I had that fucked up. Now, you know what? It was this. I don't know why I did that. I am dum-dum. I am a dum-dum. Base toxin. Critical chance, plus 10.2 seconds combo duration. Nothing really wild here. But yeah. I mean, pretty straightforward from the rest of it. Melee animosity is just going to help build up criticals for the next heavy attack, so it's going to make them really good. And the thing of it is that, you know, as we have seen from the viral side of things, this thing automatically leaves toxin clouds that just fuck enemies' days up. So it's just a good time. I have these on my Saren. They're rude. Now when people die, we're going to get this green cloud of death. And anybody stuck in it is just not really going to enjoy their life because it's like somebody just let out a really bad fart on them. So again, I'm doing this with absolutely no buffs just because I want to. Okay, are you dead yet? Wasn't trying to power slam there or there. Not bad. I see, just like nobody likes the toxin. It's a slow ticker. And it's not even the most amazing build, but I can tell you what, this build on Saren is rude. Absolutely fucking rude. Nami Solo. Nami Solo I use on one frame and one frame alone. And arrows. Okay. Now, in that instance, because I literally use it in one fucking place, I'm just going to show you. Once I figure out where in the fuck my damned Inaros went. Oh, there he is. Okay, so as you see, Nami Solo, right? So, there's a reason for this, because machetes have such a cool heavy attack feature. And Inaros loves doing ground finishers. Now you notice I'm still holding on to a ×3 combo. There's a reason behind this. Machete heavy attacks are this cool spinning function. So when you've got a frame that does a grouping ability like this, and you have a weapon that I will show you the build for in just a moment, that can do that, it's a pretty good time. Alright. So the build is Melee Crescendo. Yeah, Melee Crescendo. Coupled with some electricity, which is completely unnecessary, by the way. You can just swap out condition overload for weeping wounds. That works just fine. I've tried both. Honestly, I forgot to swap it back. But obviously, you just saw what, condition overload does. So you can imagine weeping wounds being pretty damn gnarly. The Riven is a shit ton of critical, shit ton of status duration, minus combo duration, which when you've got melee crescendo stacked up, minus combo duration means dick. Okay, especially when you've got all the ground finishers you can do. Hence why I took the Riven, specifically for Anaros, because he just groups everybody up around him, and then you can just play whack fuck on their ass and just have a nice day. And even still, like, you don't need Voltaic Strike, right? Like, you don't. 100% don't. You can just do a maxed out Shocking Touch, get a little bit more base damage, and have a nice fucking day. Now, is it this good without a Riven? Surprisingly, yes. Surprisingly, yes. The big difference is that, honestly, if you don't do melee crescendo, then you could just easily just put Voltaic Strike here and then do melee influence, and it will pretty much do the same shit on the heavy attack. It's just going to be no combo, right? So it's kind of up to you on how you do that, but the Nami Solo has a very interesting function due to its heavy attack function. The Okina Prime. Now, I showed this off with Volt, but the Okina Prime is ridiculous. Okay, and I actually just got this Riven recently. Minus to Grenier, it doesn't really, it's whatever. Critical chance / melee influence build. Again, we want to put some reach on here, some, the attack speed. Okay, I am going to put this out there. The attack speed is one thing that's highly not necessary at all. You can turn around and just put Galvanized Aptitude in there, Weeping Wounds, kind of whatever you want to. You can technically lose Galvanized Reflex, but it is helpful for re-engaging the Incarnate very quickly. But that one's kind of up to you. It's really, sky's the limit. You don't need the speed or the range, but the range is definitely more helpful than the speed is. So we get our little floating ghost things around here, and then just all of a sudden, nobody's a fan. I mean, again, here we are with, and yes, I'm running Naramon, so my combo's hanging out a little longer. Bitch turned into a popsicle. Where'd you go? Fine, I guess ground finisher. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I mean, like, this is what I run on my Volt, right? And you figure between Shock Trooper and this is a really good time. The Inodem. The Inodem is pretty straightforward. It's a dagger that turns into a fucking longsword, melee influence. We know the deal. Okay, Praetos, kind of same thing. But it's more around like slam or slide attack builds. But the big function around the Praetos is actually utility, because of one of its incarnate evolutions, you can actually apply attack speed, which is pretty damn functional for a few of the pseudo-exalted frames. The Vastalok. Gunblade, it's a good time. Okay, the Gunblade, lots of pellets, lots of damage types that you can apply to it. It's pretty damn straightforward. No need to really dig into that. Now, the Wolf Sledge. The Wolf Sledge is an interesting one, and honestly, I run it with Chroma. Okay, I can even show you the loadout. As I figure out where the fuck I put him. Right there. Wolf Sledge. Now, I run this with Chroma. And the reason being is because Chroma buffs weapon damage output. Now, you don't need it to be buffed. Now, this is completely unnecessary. I'm going to be 100% honest. Find my build. There it is. So, this is beyond unnecessary. But this is so stupid that this works. I didn't really know what the hell to think of this, what I was going to make of this when it showed up. But after melee influence hit, I started messing around with pretty much every melee that I owned to see what I could make happen. So we stand here and we throw this. So part of the fun about melee influence is that melee influence triggers off of the other initial damages that are there. Specifically, the wolf sledge does blast damage, but blast damage scatters from one enemy to the next. So we're seeing these poor bastards without blowing the wolf sledge up, because that also makes its own intriguing problems. Okay? When you throw and blow up the wolf sledge, it throws enemies because of its blast damage. So like here. The bitch took flight. But if you just throw the wolf sledge and let it just bing bong into some fucking enemies, it's actually pretty damn fun. And yeah, as you saw, multiple test builds, multiple different ideas about how to approach it. Kind of was what it was. Our final weapon is obviously the Zorus, because we're going in alphabetical order. The Zorus prides itself on electric damage. Okay? It has probably, if I remember correctly, the best glaive range in the game. Okay? No question about that. Now, personally, rather than, you know, because my Riven is status duration, critical damage, melee damage, minus to corpus, it's really nothing special. Okay? It's just not. Nothing extraordinary. So, like, you could ditch this, throw Shocking Touch in here, do Galvanized Aptitude, and then still keep Killing Blow or put Weeping Wounds in here. Personally, I like the attack speed and the base attack damage, and this wholly works just fine. As it stands, this works just fine. You start hearing that, and it's game over. How many? Huh? How many bitches are gonna live? 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Did I make it? Nope, they're all down. Again, this is level 230. I mean, when you go into a mission when the highest enemy level is 155, it performs a lot better. Trust me. Again, I don't build for top tier big PP damage. I build for function and just killing people and getting it over with. Because I don't want to wait around. I don't want to fuck about. It just is what it is. So anyway, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. This has been the my favorite melees as of this point, which is May 1st. So yeah, we'll catch you in the next video. See ya!